All right, folks. A 10-year white professor at the University of Maryland, Eastern Shore, HBCU. Since she's soon to school, she claims that she was fired. She says she's been on conservative media saying that her termination was racially motivated. Donna Satterlee spent more than 20 years teaching human ecology and child development, said she faced ongoing harassment from administrators, was denied a hard-earned promotion, said she was the lowest paid person, she had unanimous department support, and ultimately lost her job over what she calls vague and baseless, quote, bullying claims. University's president, Dr. Heidi M. Anderson, says Satterlee has spent the last few weeks attacking her personally, her name and reputation. She said, enough is enough. So Anderson has slapped her with a $1 million lawsuit for attacking Dr. Anderson's educational pedigree. Joining us right now is Dr. Anderson, president of University of Maryland Eastern Shore, her attorney, James Walker. I'd like to have both of y'all here. So, all right, when did all this start? So just like, how long has this been going on?
Probably for several weeks now, Roland. First of all, thank you for having us on the show.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate being here. You're kind of like, a fan for me.
I appreciate it. So walk us through this. So okay, she worked for the university for what, couple of decades, doing what?
Who knows? No, just seriously. She's a faculty member that worked at the university for some time and did not get promoted. Mm-hmm. Yes. And this has been going on for, I would imagine, for a few weeks, where she has made it up her mission to probably say things about me that are not true. And that is definitely what she's been doing.
As well as filed several lawsuits.
So she's filed lawsuits against?
The university, the provost, I think faculty, Dr. Anderson, practically anybody you can think of. She's brought a number of bogus suits that the Attorney General's office is handling, but then she
Because you're a state institution. That's what the AG's office handles.
Correct.
Got it.
Then she's attacked her individually with false claims about her pedigree, her dissertation, and her educational background and other things. So we have now looked into the fact that is not true. There was no kind of plagiarism, and we have hit her with $1 million lawsuit effective this morning. So
she was claiming plagiarism in what?
She was claiming plagiarism in my doctoral dissertation, which is not true. My academic work is high integrity, and it also was reviewed very rigorously by the normal, regular channels that happen at universities.
Well, and we know that this has been one of the ways that conservatives have been attacking black presidents. We saw what happened at Harvard. We saw what has happened at other universities trying to go after them. This is right here an interview where Satterlee was on the right-wing news network Newsmax. And so, of course, in this day and age, the right-wing media will pick this thing up extremely quickly. And so, again, she's claiming fire termination. But for people who don't understand, walk through that process of what that is when someone is no longer with the university.
Well, I don't want her to answer too much because obviously it's ongoing litigation.
Gotcha. But is this person still with the university or no longer with the university?
She is still with the university, to my knowledge, as are some of her cohorts, but she didn't get the promotion that she thought she would. So
just be clear, Satterlee is still employed with the university, but is claiming she got terminated.
Yeah, she's no longer with the university.
Okay.
But like my lawyers are saying, it is an ongoing investigation. Right. So I think that we should let the lawyer respond to that. Mm-hmm. And,
that's fine. So is she still an employee?
She's still technically an employee, but she's not in the position that she thought she should have gotten.
So she felt she should have gotten a promotion.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. And then it's claiming, had near unanimous support for whatever. For universities, how does that even work? Like how one gets promoted? You've got colleges, you've got departments, the college, then it goes all the way up. This notion that the president somehow is determining like a particular person in the college.
Typically, Roland, the way professors get promoted is going through a rigorous review process. And that starts at the department level where those individuals happen to be housed, because it makes more sense to have their peers look at their work and evaluate.
Right, so department level.
That moves right up.
And the department's in a college.
Mm-hmm, that's correct.
So College of Liberal Arts, College of Business, or whatever.
Correct.
Yes, at the university level.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes.
And then, so from an administrative standpoint, those folks are above the colleges. So you have So, Bob, you got a lot of layers that are there between a person in a department and a provost or a president.
Very much so, a lot of layers.
Which, by the way, is the reason why we say, why are you attacking Dr. Anderson? She is so removed. I don't think you've even had really any interaction with this individual. She wouldn't know you on any personal basis. So for her to come out and attack HBCUs and say, I was denied because I'm a white woman, there was bullying, there was harassment, it's an HBCU, you're not taking care of white people, you're looking out for your own, all of this kind of nonsense versus just competency.
Was it?
Versus just, did you earn the job?
She was there 20 years?
I believe so.
So she stayed so she's claiming bullying. She stayed at a place for 2 decades where you were uncomfortable? I wouldn't be staying 2 months.
Well, now she's got a bigger problem because Dr. Anderson regrettably did not want to take legal action, but this lady is in all kind of right-wing magazines, Newsmax, as you said, and other outlets. So she was left with no other alternative to say, wait, I got to defend my name, my reputation, my character, my pedigree, my dissertation. She's been forced to be here tonight. She doesn't want to be here tonight, but she had to take legal action because there's some kind of witch hunt towards black academics, particularly black female leaders in our country.
Well, because look, we're operating in this violent anti-DEI world where I have been saying repeatedly that what we are seeing are black institutions under vicious assault, this effort to defund black America, and if you're black in corporate America, if you're in nonprofit, you're at universities, and beyond just HBCUs, we're talking about the brother at George Mason, the brother
Maryland,
who was
University of Maryland,
at Virginia Maryland Institute. On and on and on. VMI. We're seeing all of this, and to your point, rarely does someone file a counter-suit like the one you're filing.
First of its kind.
And typically, you're having just to deal with the attacks, and folks say, just be quiet, let it work out.
Typically that happens, you're correct, Roland, but it happens because when you're in the public face and you also happen to be leading an institution and doing bold things, you're going to get people who are distracting you.
Tell them what bold thing happened on Friday.
Oh, I'm going to tell them.
Tell him.
Yes. Distractions occur, and what you have to do is look beyond that. Give you an example. The real story here is, why did UMES receive another large gift from Mackenzie Scott? We got $20 million from Mackenzie Scott 5 years ago. And on Friday, we were able to announce another $38 million from Mackenzie Scott. A gift of that nature, both of them $58 million, that to me is the real story here.
Well, also, let's be real clear.
Under her leadership.
Let's be real clear. Scott is not just handing out money.
Not at all.
She has a team that does rigorous review process to determine who she supports.
Yes, very much so. And that's what I mean. Why UMES? Not every other HBCU. Well, it's because of our leadership. It's because of the leadership, not just my leadership, but my faculty, my staff, all of our students. I have student leaders who are amazing, Roland. You would not believe it, but they have actually done outstanding jobs and made amazing things out there, solving problems of the world. We had one student this year, a freshman, went to Italy to present his research. When does that happen all the time? Not at all.
And Ms. Mackenzie usually only gives one award.
She only gives one award, and it is also, you don't come back and get a second one. So I have to tell you, when they called me a few weeks ago and said, President, we want to give you another award, I actually said, is this a hoax? Because you only get one, and we got one 5 years ago, and now they're calling to give another. Why? We have been increasing enrollment, 5 consecutive years of increased enrollment at UMES.
What is the enrollment at Eastern Shore?
We're over 3,000 students.
Gotcha.
Okay.
What was it there when you arrived, and how long ago did you arrive?
I've been here 8 years now, and slightly less than, probably around 2,400.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've been increasing.
20%.
And we basically have added academic programs. The story at UMES, we are adding a veterinary medicine school. We will be the second HBCU in the country with a veterinary medicine school, actually the first in the state of Maryland. And there's a shortage of veterinarians out there. And so this is going to be direly needed.
I'm a Texas A&M graduate, so I kind of know a little bit about vet schools.
You know a little bit about that?
Yeah, we kind of have a major vet school there. So yeah, I know a little bit about vet schools.
I know you would know a little bit about it. So, and we're going to look at partnerships from all of those particular schools. But those are not the only things. We are one of the only HBCUs that has an aviation science BS degree in the state of Maryland. So I like to say to people, my kids can actually learn to fly the plane, land the plane, and also fix the plane, all right? We actually have more comprehensive health professions than any other HBCU in the country. We are an 1890 land grant institution, which means we are founded in agriculture. Our roots are there. And we make sure that those particular things that we do for the public really helps impact and solve the public problems. So if you're talking about healthcare disparities, or you're talking about solving problems of the soil, if you think about the Eastern Shore where we're located, chicken litter becomes a problem to the soil. And we help make sure the farmers know how to take care of that and how to fix it. And then we work across our departments in a major way. Give you an example. You have Smith Island. There's a small little island off the part of Eastern Shore. And our School of Technology and Engineering has partnered with our Health Sciences School to figure how do you use drones to fly the medicines over there. Because in the wintertime, when it gets very, very icy, you can't get to Smith Island. If there's hurricanes, you can't get over there. So that partnership, and we have more and more programs like that throughout the entire school. To me, that is the true story. And Mackenzie Scott recognized that, and she recognized that we are a leader in the world. We are there, and as I say, distractions happen. When distractions happen to me, Roland, I stay mission focused.
And let me chime in, Roland.
So before you do that, 1 second. You mentioned being a land grant institution. And I covered the lawsuit that was taking place with the 4 HBCUs that resulted in the settlement. But one of the other things that under the Biden-Harris administration, when they sent out letters to all these states saying how land grant institutions were cheated out of a lot of money. This is a story right here. It said that if UMES was on equal footing with the 1862 land grant institution, it should have received $321 million in funding over the last 30 years. We were just in Virginia with the show. We were at Virginia State. Virginia State is owed $277.5 million. Tennessee State, we were there with the show last year. They're owed more than $500 million. And I know with Maryland has been doing an advancement, but this money is separate from that settlement.
Correct.
And so I've been making it clear to lawmakers and others that I fully expect that money that should have gone to UMES, that went to a bunch of these other PWIs, and that money has to be provided because that came from the federal government that was supposed to be for land grant. So I'm like, any money you get for the state is separate, but make sure that money is made whole.
Understood. And I think you're correct looking at land grants and what we call the one-to-one match. You get money from the federal and you also get your state. And I have to say, I applaud and congratulate Governor Westmore because he has come in and he's made sure that he's made us whole. And we get more than our one-to-one match. And I am so grateful and thankful to him. My faculty and staff, students, we're all very thankful to him and the legislatures that are in Maryland because they understand it, they get it. And they recognize giving that, making sure we get our match, that it helps us to go out and do what we do so very well in all of the 24 counties in the state of Maryland. We take care of the needs of those individuals that are there.
Right. Well, I explain to people that match is present. I'm a firm believer that also y'all are owed money. And so get your money today, but give me that money you owe me. It's like if I loan somebody some money, like, listen, I'm giving you some money today, but you know I loaned you some money 5 years ago.
I hear you, Roland.
So, no, trust me, all these folks do. But the reason I hit this a lot, is because the audience doesn't, and we try to walk our audience through to understand what is happening on many of these campuses.
Of course.
When people are complaining about facilities, old buildings, lack of internet, I'm saying, hey, when you were denied money over 30 years, in this case, $321 million, then you could have built.
It adds up.
You could have, because that's infrastructure. And so when we covered that, the letter that went out said these states deprived HBCUs of more than $12 billion. That's with a B. And so I'm always telling our folks that we and then that's where it was coming upon us to be challenging our elected officials to say, hey, make sure you make folk whole. James, you want to say
real quickly, what's amazing about that is with the delays and the failure to give them the monies they do, she has still led this school in a great way. And you keep seeing our leadership attacked across the country, as you said earlier.
Yeah.
And this is why she had to take a stance today. And we stand with her. And we want to encourage other presidents, other provosts, that when they come after you, they're going to pay the price if they're lying.
Yeah, because a lot of people, unfortunately, they remain silent, thinking that's the way to do it. Right. And then the pressure builds and builds and builds, and all of a sudden you cross a threshold and it's simply too late, then they end up resigning because of the pressure.
And people believe that falsely.
Right.
And I think myself, Paul Wilson, Randy McDonald, her husband Leon, we all huddled up and said, you got to fight back. And she fought back. And I salute her, and I'm grateful to Mackenzie Scott for seeing the great leadership. Coincidentally, with the day we filed the lawsuit, she gets $38 million.
You better make a point. Go ahead.
Just going to say, and a number of other people also. And I really have to thank them because I have faculty, I have staff, I have students, I have alumni, partners, corporate partners, and community partners who are all supporting me and have been supporting me, not just the entire time I've been here, but especially through this particular situation. And I just want to say to them, from my bottom of my heart, I appreciate and thank them dearly for all of the support that they have given me. Their messages, text messages, emails, their prayers, I have heard them, I have read them, and they have meant so much in this particular time, at this particular moment.
And thank you, Roland. We hadn't told nobody the story. You're the first one. I said, you got to tell Roland.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for letting her give this platform.
A question from each panelist. Scott Bolden, you're first. And it's rare I let Kappas ask questions first on my show.
I was gonna
we feel sorry for Scott.
I'm not going there.
I go there every time Scott's here.
I'm not going there, Scott. It's not me.
Oh, God. No, I understand. Roland is special, as my mother would say. But
your mama's right. I asked your question.
Yeah, Dr. President, I know you're a lawyer and I know you're in good hands.
Thank you.
Having sat on the Board of Trustees for Morehouse College for the last 7 or 8 years, rather, I know the relationship with faculty can be nuanced, can be a challenge. And my question is, do you all have a faculty senate similar to Morehouse and other institutions, historical Black institutions? And where is your faculty senate, if you have one? Where are they on this issue that's been raised by this white professor?
I think that's a very good question, and we do have a faculty senate, and I think that you will find that our faculty senate, because this is an ongoing investigation, I have kept arm's length from them, but I would imagine that they have some concerns about this. That is part of one of the reasons I decided it's time to speak out, because many of those faculty, as I said, have sent me messages, many of our staff, notes, and they're concerned about this, but they also are very supportive of me. And I have seen those messages as words of encouragement from them. So I have not approached them directly, but we do have that type of academic governance structure in place.
Yeah.
Joy,
Roland, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'll go ahead. I'll let you ask the second question. Go ahead.
Real quick, the reason I asked about the faculty senate is because normally you got to have the faculty senate support, and then it goes to the department, and then it goes to the board. And once you get the recommendations, I'm not saying it's perfunctory, but the board isn't going to go against the recommendations of senior management as well as the faculty senate. And so when she talks about this 82%,
unless it's the right wing at Texas A&M, but that's another story.
Right. If she's talking about this major support, is that coming from the Senate or is that coming from her department or both? Maybe that's a better question for your attorney, but I don't want to get too deep into it, but I was curious.
And it's good to see you, Attorney Bolden, one of my dear friends, one of our grandsons in the Kappas. It's good to see you. There's a group of professors or disgruntled, a small group that have filed these 5 or 6 frivolous lawsuits, and the Attorney General will deal with that. Her suit is individual outside of the realm of those lawsuits. But the calls that I'm getting, the emails that she's getting, I think quietly has kept the faculty, the Senate, the students, they all stand with her.
Yes.
How can you not when you see 38 million come in on a Friday, 20% growth, the veterinarian school? I mean, I can go down the whole list of what she's done in a very short period of time. But they're standing with her, and we'll have for you probably a copy of their response by this Friday or Saturday from the Attorney General's office, who we've been working close with to find out where they stand on answering these 6 lawsuits. So we feel very good.
Joy?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for giving people a blueprint for how to fight back. What went into your strategy of why to file a lawsuit and fight back? Because this is happening across the country. Many people are well-resourced, and yet they've chosen not to. But you're doing so here.
The reason that I'm fighting back is at some point, when you're a public figure or when you're in leadership, and as I said, my leadership's about leading boldly and making sure that I'm there to transform our students' lives. When it begins to impact our students, when it begins to impact our faculty and staff, you have to take a stance. As a courageous leader, I felt it was time to step up and protect my campus. And also make sure that our students recognize when there is a distraction, not only are you supposed to take time to step up, but you have to deal with the misinformation. People who are in leadership or in public spaces now, sometimes misinformation and disinformation spreads so quickly you can't do anything about it. But when that happens, there is a time that you have to say enough is enough.
And I would add, we first saw just a couple articles in a couple right-wing outlets, but then we saw the Newsmax. When we were on the verge of, should we try to talk to Ms. Satterley privately to get her to rethink these things, send a cease and desist letter, then she went prime time with Newsmax. And at that point, Dr. Anderson called me and said, I'm ready to fight. I think prior
Just
to
so
that—
you all know, what you are doing is going to give pause to other people. And that is so great. The next person who decides to use this tactic, which worked with Claudine Gay, they're going to say, I can't afford to engage in this kind of foolishness. So good for you.
Well, thank you.
Ome Congo?
Thank you so much, Dr. Anderson, for your continued leadership on this. After Charlie Kirk was killed, we started to see people going in on campuses and doing disruptive things. And I feel like your school probably got some of that attention, but you're probably going to be getting more of this attention given this lawsuit, given the Newsmax story and the like. You talked about the strength of your students, but have they felt pressure themselves with visits from onto campus, emails, newspapers calling them, that kind of situation, those kind of situations, and how have they handled it?
I don't believe that our students have felt the pressure from that type of media at this time, and I hope and pray that they do not. And if they do, we're going to try to take care of them. We have great mental health counseling services. We make sure that our campus is very safe and secure. And we constantly make sure we're being vigilant about watching and taking care of the students who are on the campus. So at this time, like I say, I hope and pray that that does not happen to them, but we are there to take care of them if it does.
And I would chime in that we are preparing a team of lawyers. We have 20 lawyers under contract, and we are prepared that if we have to step on campus to defend these students, we'll call on brothers like Scott Bolden and others to join us. I'm visiting the campus soon to make sure that the students feel safe, the faculty feels safe, Dr. Anderson, feels safe, and anyone connected therewith. We want to send a clear message that if you make these kind of statements, you're not just going to get hit with a lawsuit, but we're going to monitor it and we're going to meet you at the floor, at the door, and everywhere else to shut this down, because we can't allow, I so appreciate what Roland does, because we can't allow them to just take our leadership out. Because, oh, she's a DEI hire, she's a this hire. We can't stand by idly and just watch anymore.
1988, Max Robinson was speaking to
my hero,
a group of Howard students and alumni, and he was talking about journalism. And one of the things he said was, never ever lose your integrity or your credibility, because in the end, that's all you've got. And listen, folks can attack tone. They can attack. We don't like you doing this, doing that. But it's a whole different deal when someone literally is attacking the basis of one's professional career. And when a plagiarism charge is leveled against a university professor or a president regarding an academic piece of work, or even in journalism, I mean, that's one of the most serious offenses. And so for you, you had to be just highly offended that, oh, you're coming at me for that?
Oh, I was. And I was highly offended because I know that my academic work was completed with the highest level of integrity. It was reviewed rigorously by all of the academic standards, and I passed through that. And it is a rigorous process. So yes, I was highly offended.
And point out, Roland, her chairperson called me and gave me an affidavit.
So when you say her chairperson?
The person who oversaw her dissertation,
got it.
Yes.
Dr. Mason, he called me and said, I want to talk to you because I've known her 40 plus years. I was the head of the committee that reviewed her dissertation for 2 to 3 weeks. And he basically said she passed every flag, every test. If anything, the committee would have caught something at the school where she got the PhD from. So I thought that said volumes, because usually people stand silent on the sidelines when you go through this.
Final comment.
Final comment, I just want to thank all of those people, including my advisor, who have been supporting me through this, all of the faculty, the staff, the students, the community people, the legislators who have sent me messages. All of those have been very, very encouraging and have helped me get through this particular time. And together, we are going to continue to make the University of Maryland Eastern Shore soar above and beyond in everything we do and build and leave a legacy.
All right, then. We're certainly appreciate you coming by and telling the story. So one more thing. So I have been to, well, go ahead. What are you going to say?
Go ahead. I saw the wall out there.
No, I've been to, well, you had that, but,
right.
So I've been to the 107 HBCUs. I've been to, I think, 59 of them.
You haven't been to UMES.
The 2 in Maryland I've not been to. Maryland Eastern Shore and Coppin. And so people, your alumni have hit me before saying, I don't see you wearing our stuff, because I have a rule. I only rep HBCU gear on the show that I've been to. Understood.
And so we are going to make a change in that. We are maroon and gray all the way, and we will make sure that Roland will come back on the air.
And that's the Aggie colors.
And have, that's not the Aggie colors, that's our colors. We're 1886.
Oh, come on.
September 13, 1886.
What are we, like 1860, something like that?
You bet.
I got maroon in there. I got a Claflin in there.
Roland, we're going to make sure that we get you all hawked out, all right?
Now, yes, because I know she probably walked in. She's like, I got all this HBCU stuff.
She did. She did.
You saw all this. She's like, hold up, I don't
Roland,
see. She's like, how I see all this stuff? I don't see my school.
We're gonna make sure that we get you repped out, okay?
All right, sounds great. And I can't believe when you were naming all those programs, know how much I love golf. You didn't say nothing about the PGA.
Well, we have the only certified PGA program of any HBCU in the country. We have an outstanding hospitality tourism management
that's a Professional Golfers Association.
Yes. And we have a number of other programs. Our criminal justice program is one of the tops. Our students they are majoring in digital media. That should ring a bell here for you. So we have a number of programs. I could go on and just talk about just that.
I can come down there and
Scott Bolden's going to write you a $2 million check after this. To school.
No, Scott cheat.
Thank you, Scott.
Scott cheat.
That's Scott
and his firm.
Scott,
I can see it all over Scott's face.
I had to pull
it doesn't have to be 2. We'll take some.
Roland,
I had to pull his fingernails out to get $200.
Well, let me say
you know
this.
what? And I just gave you a contribution, Roland. And
when?
You say that. I just gave you.
What about overdone?
When?
I'm pulling it back now.
When? Hold on. When did you give it?
Dr. Anderson, I'm sending you a check.
Thank you. And anybody else, who wants to send us checks.
He's running his mouth.
Thank you.
I am doing.
He about to get shimmy. He about to shimmy on you.
What you gotta do, Doc?
He getting receipts. He getting receipts.
You gotta do a check because I'm looking right now. I'm looking right now.
Is he plagiarizing? Is he plagiarizing? Is he misrepresenting?
Don't go there.
Scott, you did not just give me anything.
Okay.
This is April 8th. This is April 8th at 11:37 a.m. So, Scott.
It's on the screen.
I think-
I just took a picture of the screen.
Scott,
Sent it.
Look,
Scott, I got receipts.
Them Kappas. Be them Kappas,
Scott,
Roland.
I got receipts.
Ain't got that.
And you
Them
wrote
Kappas rolling.
FYI. Now get off me.
Madam President, I'm sending you a check.
we would take your check.
Yes, take
We're
his-
happy to take your
Right.
check.
Don't
And
tell
anyone
Morehouse.
else.
Don't tell Morehouse. Don't tell
But you
Morehouse.
guys send him some reminders, Doc.
Look,
Send them some reminders.
it would help our students. Every little bit helps.
I agree, but you gotta stay on them.
We need a Reed Smith.
we will do
Scott
That's
Bolden
what I do.
scholarship.
We will do
That's
that.
what I
We need
do.
a Scott
Well,
We
Bolden
appreciate
scholarship.
it. Keep us abreast of what happens. I look
Will do.
forward to coming to campus.
Thank you so much. We look forward to having you.
All right, and
very
then
soon.
And then I'll bring my clubs too, because everybody know how I feel.
You know I play.
Baby, I got a putt green right there.
Look.
You don't understand. I ain't
Look.
out.
I play too.
Okay, what's your handicap?
It's just got
We're not
intense.
going
Let me
there.
step back.
I just want to know what the handicap
Let's
was.
step back.
Mine's 6.6, so we can play. Let's go.
Oh, I'm not touching that.
Let's go.
I'm gonna stay in the office.
No, you gotta get out there and hit him. I gotta see what your game look like. I appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you,
Roland.
Roland.